Hello and welcome to Module 1. In this module, I will discuss system requirements and user stories and how software testers utilize these documents. So what are system requirements? Well, system requirements are also known as system requirement specification. It is a document that provides a description of a software that is to be developed or enhanced. It established the basis for an agreement between the customers and the contractors or the suppliers. It lays out and details the functionality and the non-functionality that is required for the customers as well as its users. It also defines at a high level the main business processes that are to be supported. So who writes these system requirements? Well, in many cases, there might be a business analyst that might create the system requirements. In some organizations, there might be a project manager or a product owner, or maybe some other member of the project team. But again, in most cases, it is a business analyst that creates the system requirements. So who uses these requirements? Well, every member on the team will read the system requirements. However, the software tester and the developer really analyze and review these requirements in order to perform their jobs. So for example, a software tester will read and analyze the system requirements to aid them in creating test scenarios and test cases, which we will see later in the course. Here I have an example of a system. Now that we've completed system requirements, let's take a look at user. Here's an example of a user story. And as you can see here, it is quite different than the system requirements. As I stated earlier, there's a very short, brief description of the user stories. So let's review this sample here. This short narrative states that it's a pin orders to a home page. So as a customer of the Buy Too Much website, I want to be able to pin orders on my customer's home screen so that I can track the status of the orders that I have placed. You can see here on the back of the user stories, there is a few acceptance criteria. And this is an example of a manual user story. So in the case, if a company is creating user stories on an index card versus a tool, they would have this information as it appears here in this example. And again, on the back, you would have acceptance criteria as well as some failures. And the test analyst or the tester would take this user story to assist them with coming up with test scenarios and test cases, as I mentioned earlier.